This might just look like a parking lot, but it has a hidden history you'll never guess.
This story involves an oboe player, a grocery store, and Minnesota's early Mexican community.
Sound confusing? Well, stick with us.
In 1886, oboe player Luis Garzone left home in Mexico to tour the United States with his orchestra. Arriving in Minnesota, the ensemble performed a special song titled the Fair Minneapolis, which was dedicated to, quote, the lovely ladies of Minneapolis.
But when it was time to pack up, Garzone was too sick to travel, so the orchestra just left without him. Maybe it was for the best though, because the oboe player soon fell in love with his very own lovely lady of Minneapolis and decided to stay in Minnesota for the rest of his life, making him the first known Mexican resident of the state. But what does that have to do with this parking lot?
In the early 20th century, Mexicans began to arrive in Minnesota in greater numbers, and many of them settled here, a St. Paul neighborhood called the Westside Flats. Seeing an opportunity to serve his growing community, Garzone opened a Mexican grocery store, near where we're standing right now.
Garzone's bright blue storefront was more than a grocery store though. A 1928 newspaper article described it as a combination grocery, business office, information bureau, and clubroom. So, where'd it go?
This area was always prone to flooding from the Mississippi, so in 1956, the city of St. Paul controversially decided to tear the neighborhood down before adding protective measures and an industrial park, which is where we are now. Garzone would never see these wrecking balls though, as he passed away a few years before the demolition.
What hidden histories are in your neighborhood?
Let us know in the comments.